Hello you guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm giving y'all a foundation breakdown. It's been a while since I've done an updated foundation routine, so I was like, let me sit down, give it to you guys. This is the exact same makeup look that I wore in my last video, which I got some requests to film an updated foundation routine. And then this is also the makeup look I wore in one of my TikToks that I posted recently that did really well. I got some questions about my bronzer on there and stuff, so I was like, we're gonna do a whole video. So I'm gonna give you a full breakdown of my foundation, concealer, bronzer, lip color. I'll link the earrings, everything. First things first, I'll give you a little info on my skin just in case you're just stumbling across this video and you have no idea what my skin type is like. So I have oily, acne prone skin, and so I look for full coverage. I look for matte long wear. That's just my go-to, and that's exactly what I give you in this video. However, you can probably tell I do like more of a skin like look when it comes to my makeup. I like very soft, subtle, natural, like everyday looks, but I still like the coverage and the glam and everything that comes with makeup. So that's kind of the vibe that I hope to give you guys in this video, and that's usually what I go for when it comes to my makeup looks. So if you're into that, keep on watching. I'll link everything down below. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Hopefully you subscribe, and let's get into it. Here we are, barefaced. I'm gonna give you a little close-up so you can see what your girl's working with. Okay, I got a facial, I wanna say maybe like 5 days ago now. I don't know when you guys will be watching this video, but I got it about a week ago, let's just say that. And so my skin from far, it looks smooth, it looks glowy, it's kind of giving, but up close you can see I have some blemishes and I have some pigmentation, more so pigmentation, not so much blemishes, but they did do extraction, so that's kind of just like leftover. I just have to wear my sunscreen and like give it some time. And then up here as well, I have some pigmentation there. And then on this side, it's clear for the most part. I just have some pigmentation, like random spots here and there. So that's the base that we're working with. On my skin, I don't have anything aside from my moisturizer. And the moisturizer, let me grab it actually. I bought this moisturizer when I went to go get my facial. I believe this is the owner's line. It's Olivia Keto or Keto Clinical Skincare. It's their active moisturizer. But I think they have it on Amazon if I'm not mistaken. So I'll link it below. But I feel like it's been making my skin like glow a lot, and it just looks really good. So highly recommend this so far. It hasn't clogged my pores and I just like it. Now for my foundation, I'll be using the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. This foundation is so good. It's pricey, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, but I just love the formula, the finish, the coverage. It's a more recent pickup for me, but ever since I got it, I've been using it nonstop. So that's what I'm gonna be using for today. Another good one that's also high-end, like Sephora, Ulta, is Too Faced Born This Way, which this is what I was using before. Not as expensive as a Tom Ford, which is good, but I personally am gonna be using the Tom Ford today. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. I wanna say like a pump. Now the skin's good, I can start adding all the little extras on top. And I want to first start with my cream bronzer, and it's the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in Always Sunny, this right here. And notice when I apply this, I am not applying it where I want my contour to be, because I don't want my contour, or my bronzer I should say, to be all the way up here. I want it to stop kind of like here, but I'm not gonna put the bronzer there because I noticed that then I drag it a little bit too low. So I usually put it a little bit higher up. Forehead doesn't matter, but as far as my cheeks, like I will literally put it up here, kind of where I would put blush, and then blend it out. Sorry, I'm trying to cover the light so you guys can see. But then I'll go ahead and blend it out, and then it's like in the perfect spot, because I'm like a messy blender when it comes to blending out my contour. So for my brush, I'm using the Rare Beauty one. I don't know what this is called because they don't have a name on it, but this is the brush I'm using. Up next, we're gonna do a little bit of concealer, and I've really been into the Hourglass concealer. So this is in the shade Beach, and it's the Vanish concealer. The foundation's bomb too, but for today we're doing the concealer. I'm extra. I know you guys like the natural look that I give you guys, but I actually use a lot of freaking product and somehow make it look natural without even trying. So I'm adding more concealer, and this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This girl right here is heavy duty. If you know, you know. Of course, this thing, sorry, my camera just likes to play me. It doesn't like to focus, but you know that this is heavy duty. So I'm adding the Hourglass, and I'm putting this on top. It's just the look I've been loving as of lately. I think the key to making it look natural is just like having a light hand and using a sponge. So anyway, I'm taking this one in the shade Medium Sand, and I like this one for brightening because it adds a lot of brightness. It's a little bit lighter, so I typically add it in there and out here. And I don't put a lot of this because this is very sheet thick. And we'll let this sit for a few seconds, not too long, because the e.l.f. one, once it dries down, it's not going anywhere, so you have to blend it pretty quickly. But I do want to dry down the Hourglass at least just a little bit. We're doing a lot of Rare Beauty in this video. So this is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in Love, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, not too much. I think the last time that I used this, I used a little more. Just like that. And then I'm gonna quickly jump into setting. I'm just using my trusty Laura Mercier translucent powder. I did see that they came out with a brand new one that has, I think, a gold top. I want to try that one, but I'm not gonna risk it for this video. So I'm just using the translucent setting powder. Nothing crazy new here. And because I really need this makeup to lock down, I'm going on top with another powder. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, right? Flawless, yeah, Finish Powder in the shade 3. Before, and sometimes I still do this now, but before I used to more so add my highlight at the end or right before my blush, but never before my bronzer. But lately I've been applying my highlight first before even going on top with any other powder, like when it comes to bronzer or when it comes to my blush. So I have been loving the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics highlighter in Mesmerize. The packaging looks just like this. The reason why I've been liking applying my highlight first is because I go over top with the bronzer, and I find that that really helps to blend it in, and it doesn't look like a powder is just sitting on top of my bronzer. This helps it to like mesh with my bronzer and mesh with my blush. Now y'all know I typically go for the good old MAC Give Me Sun. I transitioned over, so you're gonna notice, and you probably already have noticed, that a lot of my makeup is more higher end. That's actually not intentional. I just haven't found a whole lot of drugstore stuff that I'm really like passionate about. Mascara, I have here, like I have a few drugstore things, but not too many. So I don't know, it's just I'm gravitating a lot more towards higher end stuff for some reason. So this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder in the shade 6N. So this is a face and body powder, like it says, and I've mostly been using it as a bronzer instead of a setting powder. So I have it in a deeper shade, so I just take quite a bit of that. So now with the highlight, you can't really tell where it starts and ends. You just know that there's a glow there, but you can't really be like, oh yeah, like she put a bunch of highlight on that one spot, you know. And powder blush, this has been a holy grail of mine for a very long time. This is the Anastasia blush trio in Peachy Love, and I use the shade Miami, which is this orange tone right here. There you go, you can see. Since we're here, I guess I'll show y'all what mascara I'm using. So this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I have it in the brown shade. I can't really read that, but I usually go for brown. Just ignore the mascara on my lids while that dries. I'm gonna put on my lip color, and I'm going to do MAC Strip Down, of course, and those Sephora lip balms that I mentioned in my last video, so y'all can see them in action, because I kind of described it in that video, but I don't think I showed it. So I take a little bit of MAC Strip Down, which I need to sharpen, but this is my go-to freaking lip color or lip liner. And last step is a little bit of MAC Cork lip pencil, and this I only put down here and up here. Okay, so this is the completed makeup look. I closed the blinds on this side so you can kind of see it a lot better. I wanted to close them mid-video, but I was also recording on my phone and I didn't want to mess up the lighting on there because it looked really good on there. But anyways, this is how it looks now that the lighting is a lot more even. You can see the blush, you can see the bronzer, the glow, and you can now really see what I was talking about when I was saying that I like to put my highlight underneath, because you can't really tell like where it starts and ends, and I personally am all about that. So that is how the makeup turned out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed the breakdown of all of the makeup I've been using as of lately. I will link all the products that I use down below in the description box for you guys to check out. I'm also gonna post a little TikTok/reel, I think, of this routine, or a little mini breakdown, so make sure to follow me on there if you guys aren't already. And that is it for this video. Again, thank you for tuning in. I love you guys, and I'll see you all